What if I told you some car engines are so bizarre they could star in a comedy? Buckle up as we dive into the 20 goofiest car engines you've never seen. Welcome back, car enthusiasts. Today, we're diving under the hood of some of the most outrageous car engines ever made. From engines that sound like they belong in a cartoon to those with designs that defy logic. Get ready for a ride through automotive absurdity. Have you ever seen an engine that looks like it was designed by aliens? Or one that makes noises that could scare off a flock of birds? Stick around as we unveil the 20 goofiest car engines of all time. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. For instance, which engine do you think will take the top spot? What about the Chrysler turbine engine? An experimental gas turbine engine that sounded like a jet. It was cool, but impractical for everyday driving. Number 20. The Chrysler turbine engine is often regarded as one of the goofiest car engines of all time, and for good reason. Introduced in 1963, this innovative gas turbine engine represented a radical departure from traditional internal combustion engines, leading to a driving experience that was both fascinating and perplexing. One of the most notable aspects of the Chrysler turbine engine was its distinctive sound. It emitted a whirring noise akin to that of a jet engine or a vacuum cleaner, which many drivers found unusual and somewhat off-putting. This auditory signature set it apart from the throaty growls or smooth purrs typical of conventional cars, making it feel more like an experimental aircraft than a passenger vehicle. Performance-wise, the Chrysler turbine engine had its quirks as well. While it could achieve impressive speeds, accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 12 seconds, it did so with a throttle response that felt disconnected from the driver's input. The engine would rev up without immediate acceleration, creating a sensation that was unfamiliar and even frustrating for many drivers accustomed to the more responsive nature of piston engines. Additionally, despite its potential for high performance, the turbine engine's fuel efficiency left much to be desired, averaging around 14 miles per gallon. This made it impractical for everyday driving, especially during a time when fuel prices were on the rise. With only 55 units produced, the Chrysler turbine car was never intended for mass production. Its limited availability further emphasized its status as an experimental vehicle rather than a viable option for everyday consumers. The combination of its unique features, quirky performance characteristics, and impracticalities made it a fascinating yet ultimately goofy chapter in automotive history. Today, the Chrysler turbine engine is remembered not just for its innovative technology, but also for its ability to capture the imagination of car enthusiasts and historians alike, solidifying its place as one of the goofiest car engines ever made. Number 19, the Mazda rotary engine, also known as the Wankel engine, is a unique type of internal combustion engine that has played a significant role in automotive history. Developed by German engineer Felix Wankel in the 1950s, this engine design features a triangular rotor that spins within a housing, converting pressure into rotational motion. Unlike traditional piston engines, the rotary engine offers a more compact design with fewer moving parts, resulting in a smoother operation and a high power-to-weight ratio. Mazda first became interested in rotary engine technology in 1959 when it signed a licensing agreement with NSU, which had been working on the Wankel design, while NSU was the first to introduce a rotary-powered car with the NSU Spider. In 1964, Mazda quickly followed suit with its own innovations. The company faced numerous challenges, particularly with issues like apex seal wear, which led to engine failures. However, Mazda overcame these hurdles through extensive research and development, ultimately launching the Mazda Cosmo 110S in 1967, which became the world's first mass-produced car equipped with a dual-rotor Wankel engine. By 2012, Mazda officially discontinued production of the RX-8 and the rotary engine due to these challenges. However, there have been ongoing discussions about its potential return, especially as automakers explore hybrid technologies that could integrate rotary engines for range extension or as auxiliary power units. The rotary engine remains a symbol of Mazda's innovative spirit and commitment to engineering excellence, capturing the fascination of car enthusiasts around the world for its unique design and performance characteristics. Number 18, the BMW Isetta 300 is a quintessential example of quirky automotive engineering from the 1950s, particularly noted for its unique engine design and charming characteristics. Powered by a compact inline one-cylinder engine with a displacement of just 297 cc, the Isetta produced approximately 13 horsepower, allowing it to reach a top speed of about 49.7 miles per hour. While these figures may seem modest by modern standards, they were perfectly suited for urban driving during an era when space was at a premium. The engine's distinctive sound and high-revving nature contributed to the Isetta's playful driving experience, often described as goofy. Its lightweight construction and efficient design made it an economical choice in a time of rising fuel prices, achieving impressive fuel efficiency for a vehicle of its size. Overall, the BMW Isetta 300's engine encapsulates the whimsical charm and innovative spirit of microcars, making it a beloved icon that continues to capture the imagination of car enthusiasts today. The Isetta's engine also features a simple yet effective design, utilizing a single Bing carburetor for fuel delivery and a 4-speed manual transmission that allows drivers to maximize their limited power output. The compact nature of the engine means that it fits snugly in the rear of the vehicle, contributing to the Isetta's overall small footprint and iconic bubble shape. Number 17. The engine of the Fiat 500 Topolino, while innovative for its time, had several shortcomings that contributed to its reputation as less than ideal, particularly in terms of performance and reliability. Here are the primary reasons why the engine is often viewed negatively. The Topolino's 569cc inline 4-cylinder engine produced only about 13 to 17 horsepower, depending on the model variant. This modest power output was insufficient for a vehicle that needed to navigate various driving conditions, especially when carrying passengers or cargo. As a result, the car struggled with acceleration and could feel underpowered, particularly on inclines or during overtaking maneuvers. The engine's low power made it challenging for the Topolino to maintain adequate speed, especially when fully loaded. It could reach a top speed of around 53 miles per hour, 85 kilometers per h, which was acceptable for city driving but inadequate for highway use. Drivers often found themselves needing to rev the engine high to achieve even moderate speeds, leading to a noisy and less satisfying driving experience. Early models of the Topolino faced reliability issues, particularly related to the engine's design and construction. Problems such as overheating and excessive wear on components were not uncommon. The flathead design of the engine, while simple, limited its efficiency and performance capabilities. Additionally, the engine's cooling system sometimes struggled to keep up with demands during extended use or in warmer climates. Number 16, the Subaru 360, produced from 1958 to 1971, is a quintessential example of a microcar that has left a lasting impression in automotive history, particularly for its quirky design and compact 2-stroke engine. Powered by a 356cc inline 2-cylinder engine, the Subaru 360 produced approximately 25 horsepower at 5,500 revolutions per minute and generated 25 lb-ft of torque at 4,500 revolutions per minute. This modest power output allowed the vehicle to reach a top speed of around 60 miles per hour, 97 kilometers per h. But it also led to several performance-related shortcomings that are often highlighted by enthusiasts and critics alike. One of the most significant limitations of the Subaru 360's engine was its low power output. With only 25 horsepower, the vehicle struggled to provide adequate acceleration, particularly when fully loaded with passengers or cargo. The car could take around 37 to 40 seconds to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour, which is considerably slower than contemporary vehicles. This sluggishness made it challenging for drivers to merge into faster traffic or maintain higher speeds on highways, leading to frustration in situations where quick acceleration was necessary. Number 15. The Trabant 601, produced from 1964 until the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, is often cited as one of the worst cars ever made, largely due to its poorly designed engine and overall performance issues. Here are the primary reasons why the Trabant's engine is regarded negatively. The Trabant 601 was powered by a two-stroke engine, which inherently has several drawbacks compared to four-stroke engines. This engine type required a mixture of oil and gasoline, leading to higher emissions and a significant amount of blue smoke that became synonymous with the vehicle. The need for oil mixing not only complicated fueling, but also contributed to environmental pollution, as the Trabant emitted 4 times more pollutants than typical European cars of its era. While some owners reported that their Trabants were mechanically sound under normal conditions, the simplicity of the two-stroke design did not lend itself well to long-term durability. Components could wear out quickly, leading to maintenance issues that frustrated many drivers. The engine's design also meant that it was less forgiving of poor maintenance practices, which were common in the economically strained environment of East Germany. The two-stroke engine produced a loud, distinctive noise that many found unpleasant. The high-revving nature of the engine resulted in significant vibrations, contributing to an uncomfortable driving experience. Passengers often reported that long journeys in a Trabant could be quite taxing due to the constant noise and vibrations. Number 14. The Amphicar 770, produced between 1961 and 1968, is notable for its unique design as an amphibious vehicle, but its engine has garnered criticism for several reasons. Powered by a 1,147 cc inline 4-cylinder engine sourced from the Triumph Herald, the Amphicar's engine produced approximately 43 horsepower at 4,750 revolutions per minute and 61 lb of torque at 2,250 revolutions per minute. While this power output allowed the Amphicar to achieve a top speed of about 70 miles per hour, 110 kilometers per h on land, several inherent limitations contributed to its reputation as an underwhelming engine choice. Despite its ability to reach highway speeds, the Amphicar's engine struggled with acceleration and overall performance. Many drivers found that the vehicle was sluggish, particularly when fully loaded or driving uphill. The engine's relatively low torque meant that it could feel underpowered in various driving conditions, leading to a frustrating experience for those expecting more performance from an amphibious vehicle. The Amphicar 770 remained largely unchanged throughout its production run, lacking modern features and improvements that were becoming standard in other vehicles worldwide. This stagnation reflected broader issues within the automotive industry during that era and contributed to perceptions of the Amphicar as outdated compared to its contemporaries. Number 13, the General Motors EV1, produced from 1996 to 1999, is notable for being one of the first mass-produced electric vehicles in the modern era. It was powered by a 3-phase AC induction motor that generated approximately 137 horsepower at 7,000 revolutions per minute and 110 lb of torque from 0 to 7,000 revolutions per minute. This electric motor provided a smooth and quiet driving experience, allowing the EV1 to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 8.4 seconds and reach a top speed of 80 miles per hour. However, despite its innovative design and performance capabilities, the EV1's engine and overall electric powertrain had several limitations that contributed to its mixed reputation. The EV1 utilized lead-acid batteries, which were heavy and limited the vehicle's range. While the EV1 could achieve a range of approximately 60 to 90 miles on a full charge, this was considered inadequate compared to modern electric vehicles that can exceed 300 miles. The lead-acid batteries also had long charging times, often requiring overnight charging from standard outlets, which made long-distance travel impractical. Number 12. The Citroën 2CV, produced from 1948 to 1990, is renowned for its simplicity and practicality. But its engine has often been criticized for several reasons that reflect the vehicle's overall performance and design philosophy. Initially equipped with a 375cc air-cooled flat-twin engine producing just 9 horsepower, the 2CV's power output gradually increased to a maximum of 28 horsepower with the later 600 2cc engine. Despite its charming character, the engine had notable limitations that impacted the driving experience. The early models of the 2CV were notoriously underpowered, with the original engine providing only 9 horsepower, which meant that achieving speeds above 40 miles per hour was a challenge. Even with later upgrades to a 602cc engine producing around 28 horsepower, the car still struggled with acceleration and could take approximately 42 seconds to reach 40 miles per hour. This lack of power made highway driving difficult and limited its usability in modern traffic conditions. Number 11. The Chrysler Airflow teardrop shape was revolutionary for its time, representing a significant departure from the boxy, upright designs of contemporary cars. However, many consumers found its appearance odd and unattractive, interpreting the merged front-end design as an anonymous lump. This radical styling was ahead of its time and did not resonate with a public accustomed to more traditional automotive aesthetics. The Airflow utilized a monocoque construction method, integrating the body and frame into a single unit. While this approach made the car lighter and more aerodynamic, it was a significant departure from the body-on-frame construction used in most cars at the time. This innovation raised concerns about safety and reparability, leading to skepticism among potential buyers. Despite its innovative design, the Airflow's performance did not live up to expectations. The engine provided adequate power for everyday driving, but lacked the sporty feel that many consumers desired. The combination of underwhelming acceleration and handling further diminished its appeal. Number 10. The Yugo 55 was equipped with a 1.1-liter, 1,116cc inline 4-cylinder engine that produced only 55 horsepower. This limited power output resulted in sluggish acceleration, with the car taking approximately 14 seconds to reach 60 miles per hour. The top speed was around 86 miles per hour, which made it one of the slowest cars available in the U.S. market at the time. This lack of power made it difficult for drivers to merge into fast-moving traffic or navigate hilly terrain effectively. The Yugo 55's engine produced significant noise and vibrations during operation, contributing to an uncomfortable driving experience. Many drivers found the cabin environment noisy, especially at higher speeds, which detracted from overall comfort and enjoyment. Number 9. The Volkswagen Type 1, commonly known as the Beetle, originally featured a 25-horsepower engine, specifically a 985cc air-cooled flat-4 engine that became iconic for its simplicity and reliability. However, this engine faced significant criticism due to its underpowered performance, resulting in sluggish acceleration and limited top speed, particularly when the car was fully loaded. The engine produced considerable noise and vibrations during operation, contributing to an uncomfortable driving experience, especially on longer journeys. While the simplicity of the design made it easy to maintain, it lacked advanced features that could enhance efficiency and performance, such as an oil filter which allowed combustion residues to accumulate and potentially increase wear over time. Throughout its production run, the engine underwent minimal changes, leading to a perception of stagnation compared to newer vehicles with more advanced powertrains. Although the Beetle remains a beloved classic in automotive history, its early 25 GP engine is often viewed as a charming yet limiting aspect of its overall appeal. Number 8. The engine of the Honda N600 is often criticized for several key reasons that contributed to its reputation for unreliability and performance issues. One of the most significant issues with the N600's engine was related to the timing chain. Many owners reported problems with the timing chain jumping teeth, which could lead to bent valves and severe engine damage. This issue was exacerbated by design flaws, such as inadequate tensioning mechanisms that allowed the chain to become loose over time, resulting in poor valve timing and overheating. Overall reliability was a major concern for the N600's engine. Many owners experienced frequent breakdowns, often attributed to the drivetrain's design and construction quality. Problems such as overheating, excessive oil consumption, and internal wear were common complaints. As a result, finding parts and qualified mechanics familiar with the N600 became increasingly difficult as the vehicle aged. Number 7. The Cadillac V8-6-4 engine, introduced in 1981, is often regarded as one of Cadillac's most problematic powertrains due to several significant issues that plagued its design and performance. This engine was a 6.0-liter, 368 cubic inch V8 that featured a variable displacement system, allowing it to deactivate either 2 or 4 cylinders under low-load conditions to improve fuel economy. While this technology seemed promising on paper, it led to numerous real-world problems. Although the V8-6-4 was designed to improve fuel economy by deactivating cylinders, the actual gains were modest at best. Drivers found that the real-world fuel savings were often less than expected, leading to disappointment among consumers who had anticipated significant improvements in efficiency. Number 6. The Tucker 48, also known as the Tucker Torpedo, was powered by a unique engine that underwent significant development challenges during its creation. Initially, Preston Tucker aimed to use an innovative 589 cubic inch, 9.65L, flat-six engine that featured a hydraulic valve system, eliminating the need for a traditional camshaft. However, this ambitious design proved problematic as the engine was excessively loud and difficult to start, requiring a 24-volt electrical system and significant cranking time. Ultimately, the engine only produced about 83 horsepower, far below the expected performance. Due to these issues, Tucker's team shifted to a more reliable option, the Franklin 0335, a 5.5-liter, 334 cubic inch. Air-cooled flat-six engine that produced approximately 166 horsepower. This engine was modified for use in the Tucker 48, including converting it from air to water cooling. While this engine provided better performance and reliability than the original design, it still faced challenges related to integration and maintenance due to its origins as an aircraft engine. Number 5, the small diesel engine in the Fiat Multipla, particularly the 1.9 JTD variant, is often criticized for several reasons that contributed to its mixed reputation among owners and enthusiasts. While the engine offered decent torque and fuel efficiency, some drivers reported problems with power delivery, including flat spots during acceleration. This could be indicative of issues with the exhaust gas recirculation, EGR system, or other underlying mechanical problems that affected performance. Despite being generally robust, the 1.9 JTD engine was not immune to reliability issues. Common problems included overheating, excessive oil consumption, and issues with the fuel system. These concerns could lead to significant maintenance challenges and unexpected repairs, which frustrated many owners. Number 4. The Reliant Robin is powered by an 848cc inline-4 engine that produces approximately 40 horsepower, which has led to a mixed reputation among owners and enthusiasts. While designed for economy and lightweight performance, the engine's lack of power resulted in sluggish acceleration, particularly when the vehicle was fully loaded, with a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of around 14 seconds. Many drivers found this inadequate for merging onto highways or navigating steep inclines. Additionally, reliability issues plagued the engine, with common problems including starter motor failures and electrical component malfunctions that often led to unexpected breakdowns. The engine also produced considerable noise and vibrations during operation, contributing to an uncomfortable driving experience, especially at higher speeds. Although marketed as an economical choice with fuel efficiency figures ranging from 60 to 70 mpg, real-world consumption varied significantly, disappointing some owners. Overall, while the Reliant Robin's engine was intended for simplicity and economy, Its performance limitations and reliability concerns contributed to a mixed perception of the vehicle. Number 3. The Suzuki X-90, produced from 1995 to 1997, is powered by a 1.6-liter G16A inline-4 engine that produces approximately 95 horsepower at 5,600 revolutions per minute and 98 lb-ft of torque at 4,000 revolutions per minute. This engine was designed to provide a balance between performance and fuel efficiency, making it suitable for a compact SUV. The engine's power delivery was not particularly smooth, with some drivers experiencing flat spots in acceleration. This could make driving less enjoyable, particularly during overtaking maneuvers or when climbing hills. While the engine was relatively simple in design, accessing certain components for maintenance could be difficult due to the vehicle's compact layout. This complexity sometimes resulted in higher repair costs and longer service times. Number 2, the Lancia Beta is often associated with significant rust issues, particularly in the early models produced from 1972 to 1975. While the engine itself was not inherently bad, the overall reputation of the Beta was negatively impacted by several factors related to its construction and design that contributed to corrosion problems. The manufacturing process suffered from quality control issues, which meant that some engines were not assembled with the necessary care. This could lead to problems such as misalignment or inadequate sealing, further exacerbating rust and reliability issues. Some owners reported issues with the timing belt, which could slip or break due to environmental factors or poor maintenance practices. A slipped timing belt could lead to bent valves and significant engine damage, requiring costly repairs. Number 1. The Chevrolet Corvair's flat-six engine is often considered problematic for several reasons that contributed to its mixed reputation among enthusiasts and consumers. The air-cooled design of the Corvair's engine made it susceptible to overheating, particularly during prolonged use or in hot weather. Poor airflow around the engine could lead to elevated temperatures, resulting in potential engine damage if not monitored closely. One of the significant reliability concerns with the Corvair's engine was the tendency for valve seats to drop, particularly in higher performance variants. This issue was often attributed to overheating and insufficient material quality, leading to costly repairs and engine failures.